JavaScript arithmetic operators. There are 5 different arithmetic operators are provided by JavaScript. They are: plus symbol indicates the addition operator, minus symbol indicates the subtraction operator, star symbol indicates the multiplication operator, forward slash symbol indicates the division operator, and the percentage symbol indicates the modulus operator in JavaScript. Addition operator is used to get the sum of two numbers. Subtraction operator is used to get the difference between two numbers. Multiplication operator is used to get the product of two numbers. Division operator is used to get the quotient of a division operation, and modulus operator is used to get the remainder of a division operation. All these operators are very simple to understand because they are discussed in school level mathematics. I think you people have the brief idea about all these operators. Let's discuss how these operators are used in JavaScript. Let's have a demonstration. I go to the notepad. You can see that I have already opened default.html in the notepad. It has the basic HTML document structure code written. Title is set to arithmetic operators. In the body section, I have already written opening script and a closing script tag. I already opened default.html in the Chrome, and the title is set to arithmetic operators. You can see. Now I go to the script tag here. I say document.write. I say here arithmetic operators, double quotations, bracket close, semicolon, file save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that we got the output arithmetic operators. Next, I copy this line of code, paste down. I pass here the break tag so that the cursor should be moved to the next line. I copy this line of code, paste down. Here I give an expression 2 plus 3. What happens here? We know that the plus operator works like an addition operator. It gives the sum of two numbers. So the result we are going to get is 5 on the screen. File save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that we got the output 5. Let's proceed further. I copy this line of code, paste down. I copy this line of code, paste down, and I give here an expression 5 minus 3. Now here the minus symbol indicates the subtraction operator, so it gives the difference between these two numbers. 5 minus 3 is 2. We get the result 2 on the screen. File save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that we got the result 2 on the screen. Let's proceed and get more information. I copy this line of code and paste down. I copy this line of code and paste down. Here I give 5 into 2. Star symbol indicates the multiplication operator. It gives the product of two numbers. So 5 into 2, we get the output 10 on the screen. File save, go to browser and refresh. You can see I got the output 10. Next, I copy this line of code, paste down. I copy this line of code and paste down. This time I say here 10 divided by 2. What output we get here? I told you that the forward slash indicates the division operator. The division operator gives us the quotient of the division operation. So here I get the 5 on the screen. Let me discuss what is the quotient means and what is the remainder means. Let me go to MS Paint. Here I write the 10, that is the numerator, and then I write here 2, that's a denominator. So 10 divided by 2 we are performing here. 2 into 5 is equal to 10, and we get the result 0 0 here. This part that you see here, it's called as quotient, and this part is actually known as remainder. So division operator yields the quotient. We get the result 5 on the screen. Let's see that. I say file save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that I got the result 5, right? The output we got 5. Similarly, I am going to copy this line of code and paste down. I copy this line of code and paste down. Instead of division operator, I use here percentage. We know that the percentage symbol indicates the modulus operator in JavaScript. It gives us the remainder that is going to be 0. So 10 mod 2, the remainder is 0, right? So we get the output 0 on the screen. Let's see that. I say file, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see we got the output 0 there. Now we understood the plus sign gives us the sum of two numbers, minus is going to give us difference between two numbers, star symbol gives us the product of two numbers, division operator gives us the quotient of the division operation, and the percentage, that is the modulus operator, is going to give us the remainder of the division operation. We discuss more about these arithmetic operators. We see some special cases. Let me copy this line of code and paste down here, and I copy this line of code and paste down here. This time I am going to say 10 divided by 0. This is a special case actually. 10 divided by 0 I am writing. What output we get here actually? We know that anything is divided by 0 is infinity. Even the computer don't know what's the meaning of infinity actually. So here 10 divided by 0 is going to be resulted to infinity. We get the output infinity on the screen. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see we got the output infinity there. The JavaScript displays infinity. Why this is a special case? Let me tell you. If you are creating a game, for example, you have written an expression like player.x position should be equal to A divided by B minus C semicolon. You have written this expression, okay? You don't know whether the denominator goes to 0 or not. At any time this denominator yields to 0, anything is divided by 0 is going to be an infinity. So player.x is going to become infinity, friends. So remember that your player is going to be positioned at infinity place. Even the computer don't know where to position that element actually on the x-axis. So that the place where the player is going to behave differently. It might not work as you are expecting. So remember that the denominator should never yield to infinity at any case. For example, if you are writing this expression player.x is equal to A divided by B minus C, at any time you should put that in a condition. You should first check the condition. If B minus C is not equal to 0, then only this expression should be evaluated. We discuss about the conditions, if statements and all later. I'm just giving you a precaution code here. How do you check whether the denominator is going to 0? Okay, so remember this special case. Let's proceed further. I am going to copy this line of code and paste down. I copy this line of code and paste down. We know that the plus operator on the left hand side, if it has number, if it has right hand side also a number, it gives a number as an output. We get here the result 5. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see we got the result 5. Let me talk one more special case here. For example, if left hand side there is a string and right hand side there is a string, then the plus operator works like a concatenation operator. Instead of getting the 5 here, we get the result 2, 3, right? We get the output 2, 3 on the screen. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see I am getting the output 2, 3 instead of 5 because the plus operator is working like a concatenation operator here. What if we want to get the result 5 instead of 2, 3? I want to get the result here 5, not 2, 3. This is one of the special case. There are some situations you come across where you need to get a string plus string a number. So here what you need to do is you need to take help of data type conversion functions. I discussed a parse int function. You remember we discussed parse int function. To that, if we give a string having a number, it returns a integer, right? It returns a number type. Here I say parse int to convert that string 3 to a number 3. Left hand side we have number 2, right hand side we have number 3. So plus operator works like an addition operator. It gives us 2 plus 3, 5 on the screen. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see I am getting now the 5. This is one of the special case we come across a lot of the time while developing applications or writing games. Okay, remember this technique. Let me copy this line of code and paste down. Let's talk about more special cases. One of the benefit of the percentage operator is we can get the last digit of any number. I have observed this behavior actually. Let me copy this code and paste here. Here I have written 10 mod, let's take 10. If I write 10 mod 10, what we get is the last digit of this number. Here I get the 0 as the output. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see I'm getting the output 0. What if we have 1, 2, 3, 4? The mod 10 is going to give us the last digit of the number. Here I get 4 on the screen. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see I'm getting 4. No matter what is there on the left hand side, what number you might be having there. Okay, mod 10, if you do, you get the last digit of that number. Here I get 5. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see I got 5. Okay, if anybody asks you, I give you a number and display the last digit of that number on the screen, all you need is say mod 10. That's it. Okay, what if somebody says, I want you to display the except the last digit, remaining digits you should display on the screen? How do you do that? To do that, we are going to take help of the division operator. So for example, for this only I say here Control V. Here if I say divided by 10, we get the output 12789.5. According to the mathematics, we get the output here 12789.5. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see I got 12789.5. Now we need to discard this part. To discard this part, I already told that you can convert a float to an integer. We know that the parse int function gives us the integer part only, discards the float part. So all I need is I need to put it in parse int. When I say parse int, what happens here? We get the result 12789, that is except the last digit we are getting the other digits. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see I'm getting 12789 and here I'm getting 5. Hope you guys have understood how the division operator and the mod operators are useful while developing applications. Also, we use the mod operator to restrict a result. For example, I am going to select this, Control A, say delete it, and then I write here some numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for example. Now I want to restrict the result to 0, 1, 2. I want to generate a number series actually 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0 like that. I want to generate a number series 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2 like that. How do we do that? We can take help of the mod operator. All you need is you have to use a number which is greater than the number which is the last digit in the series. So here I write 3. 0 mod 3 is 0. 1 mod 3 gives us 1. 2 mod 3 gives us 2. 3 mod 3 gives us 0. 4 mod 3 gives us 1. 5 mod 3 gives us 2. 6 mod 3 gives us 0. 7 mod 3 gives us 1. 8 mod 3 we get 2. 9 mod 3 we get 0. You can see that we are generating a number series 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. We can restrict the result to a specific number, right? Minimum to maximum. That is how the operators are used. You people need to understand these operators. They are very simple, they are very easy, but they are very powerful. They are used in many different situations, many different problems you can solve by using these simple operators. I have given you here some special cases about the division operator, the mod operator, the parse int function, the plus operator, and the division operator, how they are useful. Later we start developing some useful applications and you understand how these operators are useful to solve complex to complex problems. Okay, so for this video tutorial, this much is enough, friends. I hope you guys have clearly understood